Alright, what's up YouTube? It's Gandhi here. Today I'm going to do a hopefully short review of my concealed carry gun and talk a little bit about why I bought it. For starters, the gun is empty, so there's no bullets in there at all. Safety first, folks. What I have here is a Taurus PT111 G2 Millennium. It is a compact handgun. Single double action poly frame striker fire, 9mm. The magazine here you can see holds 12, and then you can't really see. There it is, little tiny 12 there, so it holds 12 rounds, and then one in the chamber. So it's a total of 13. It weighs about 22 ounces unloaded. The barrel is a little over 3 inches, a little over 5 inches high. Adjustable rear sights, and right out of the box this thing comes with 2 mags from Taurus, so I have the other one here. It's got some practice ammo in it, so 2 mags from Taurus. Alrighty, so why I bought this gun. This is my first concealed carry gun, so I was looking for something on budget, as I'm not quite sure 100% what I do like and what I don't like, and what exactly I'll look for in guns. I kind of went with something I was familiar with. I have family members who shoot Taurus guns, and they haven't had any problems with them. So for something on the, when I was looking at brands and budget brands, it was something I guess I had a little bit of background with. So that's what I chose this particular firearm for. The price on one of these is like 200 to 250 bucks pretty much anywhere you go. If you get it on sale, you might be able to get it cheaper some places. I'm not 100% sure. I paid for mine, it was 260 bucks out the door from a local gun retailer here in town. They come in a couple different colors. They come with the slide that's polished, the poly black frame. They come with a poly black frame and the black slide also. Let's see here. So I've put about, I've carried this thing, I've had this thing for like a month and a half now. I've carried it with me everywhere, and I've put about 200 rounds through it, minus 13, so 187 rounds. So I haven't had any single problems. It's all been primarily cheap practice ammo like that, as I'm not too familiar with it. I know you should be shooting what you carry in there for defense all the time, but I just simply cannot afford that. I would have more money into ammo than I have into the gun by now. So I'm doing this all on a budget here. Some of the things that I like about it, I guess, for the trigger on it, it's got a trigger safety here, which would be this little guy. I don't know if you can see that. So it's got that. The trigger pull is kind of far on it for your initial pull, but it doesn't bother me at all. I kind of like it. It's got a safety here too on the side. That's nice. A lot of handguns don't have that. A lot of what my buddies carry I don't think any of my buddies have safeties at all on their guns, so I like that. It's just kind of an extra measure with the event of pulling it out, and I think in getting your hand in position or whatever, it doesn't take anything to put it on or off, so that's kind of nice. It's got adjustable sights too. As you can see, we got 2 screws here, one there, so then you can go your up and down, and then your left and right. And I really like that the magazine holds 12. I've seen some comparable firearms this size and concealed carry options that only hold 8 to 10 bullets, and so 12 plus 1 is always nice. It's always nice to have more bullets. I don't know who would complain with that. It comes from factory, come with the rail on it, which I like, since mine is primarily used as a home defense gun and a concealed carry. In the event of an intruder or somebody on my property or whatever, I can throw a flashlight on here, make red generally really quick, and make my way around it. I don't have to take an extra hand. I can always have 2 hands on my firearm, so that's kind of nice. let's see, the budget too. I looked at quite a few guns, and I was like really trying to not spend more than $300 on my first firearm, especially to something that's gonna get carried around with me all the time and all day everywhere I go, because it's gonna get beat up, and that's just kind of a given. And it's got a little loaded indicator. I don't know if you can. Let's see if I can. Right here, this little guy pops up. So once you got around in the chamber, it pops up, and it's nice because you can feel it. It's visual. A little bit of red on there to make sure you can see it. Oh, you can't see that, but there's some red on there. So yeah, that's pretty much the main pros I found with it. Things I didn't like about it, compared to some of the other guns I've shot, the trigger is really gritty. This first initial pull right here is just, like, you can hear it. It's just gritty, and it was like that since out of the box. Granted, I haven't cleaned it or anything yet, but it was like that fresh out of the box. So hopefully I can find something to do. I've read some people have just been taking it and cleaning it, and they've had good luck with cleaning it, and they said it's been a drastic change. I'm going to try to maybe take it apart and polish some of the trigger parts, and then see, maybe try and change that spring in there. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I'll figure something out, though. For me, I have relatively large hands, so as you see, I mean, this firearm fits in my hand. So the back of the grip right here was a little small for me. I didn't really like that too much. They don't really, I don't know, they don't really have much for aftermarket upgrades, but I'm going to try and find something. It's pretty much just this little spot right here. It'd almost be nice to have something come all the way down, but this is the biggest spot, because when I go to pull a trigger, I just don't have enough behind my hand right here that I just kind of do one of these in the first initial pull. So try and do something with that. And the other thing too I didn't really like about it too much is that there's not really much for upgrades. You know, you get a Glock or a lot of other guns, you know, they have just upgrades out the yin yang for it, and it's fun to modify things. I don't like to leave anything stock, so I'm gonna have to figure out a couple things for upgrades. I got some buddies who do machining and stuff like that. Maybe I might get hold of them and see what they can do for me. But yeah, other than that, I have no complaints. I definitely would purchase this again, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody. Like I said, I've had 187 rounds throughout here with me all the time, and I haven't had any problem with it. And it's nice and small. You hardly even notice it there. So, anywho, that is my firearm review video on my Taurus PT111 G2. I hope that helped anybody, or I guess if you have any more questions about it, you can always comment on the bottom of my video. So, yeah, that's it. If you like this or enjoyed it, or you want to see more, like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll try to keep the videos coming. Thanks, everybody. God bless.